Pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Working his way on the return. The 40-yard line before he stopped. So here is the Tennessee offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Snap it to the back. Spins away from the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Butler. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Randall. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
How about about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They give to the big fullback. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. They're now up 9-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job. Coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Now, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about all the fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
To the air, it's Butler. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. turning it on. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The big fullback's got it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got it in the middle, it's Higgins. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a... The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A high kick trying to pin them deep. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. drive will start at their own 27-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Higgins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. To the air, it's Butler. Here's the pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Vols will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer. 250
catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the...
And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown Sooners! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting... They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it in the big.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Yeah, just not able. Time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll settle for some pretty good position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Butler. Using the quick game. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're dealing with a second and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Darrisaw. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.